And today we're going to talk about site properties and when we should use in OutSystems. So you can find site property in the data tab here in the folder, and we can add a site property or add a folder that we can have a bunch of site properties related to a subject, or just add a site property. Okay, so the site properties are very different from the variables that we have in OutSystems. This this property or this variable can be set in the code. Here we can set the value with the default value or change in the code, but also it has a powerful feature that it can be changed at in the service center, right, at runtime. Okay, so this is useful because we do need to go in the app and add I don't know, something in order to change to change the value. Don't need to run any code. We don't need even to open the app to change the value. We just need to open the service center and we can change his effective value. Okay. Okay, so in this case, I'll do a very simple example. So I'm going to create here the, in this case, let's create success feedback message. Or just feedback message. Let's use feedback message. Okay. And we can set here the feedback. So feedback message when an employee is created. So let's set default value. So this is the value that we're going to use. We're going to be shown if anything is changed, even in service center or in the code. So let's say employee created successfully. Okay, so we can walk through a little bit regarding the property that we have for the site property. So we have the name, description, so what it does, the data type. We can set basic types: decimal, integer, currency. We cannot use binaries, and we also can use identifiers. And we have is secret. So if it is secret, we can, in the service center, we can set the value, but it will show like a password. It will be secret, so we cannot see what it is there. So this is useful. Imagine that someone is in the service center and that person cannot see what is the effective value. Okay. So here the default value, so it means the value that is going to be shown if nothing is, if this is not changed in the service center or in the code. And multi-tenant, we can talk about this later. I'll make a video regarding this topic in order to show in deep what this does. Okay, so regarding the site property, in order to use his value in the code, we need to set to add an assign or something like that in here, or an if, in order to check the value that we have here, or we can create a function. Okay, I'll do the same. I'll do the both tests. So here we can create a folder. Let's name site properties, and we create an action, get feedback message, and what we need to do, we can set here as function, or just use this in the code in an action. Okay, so let's create both. So we're going to use this one as for this one, no, we're going to use a function no. Okay, and what we need to do is just an assign. So we create an output parameter, feedback message, and we say that the feedback message is equal to the site property. Okay, so this is very simple. We have an action. We set the output parameter. It is equal to the site property value. Okay. We can also add a suffix here, not function, and we can create a new one to show you the differences as function. Okay. When we create a function, we need to have always only one output parameter. So we can check here in the message from OutSystems, we are trying to delete the output parameter. Okay, that is set as function. Do you want to change the action to no longer be function and delete the output parameter? Okay, so in order to be a function, we need to have only one output parameter, and it cannot be empty. We need always to have one, not zero, not more than one, only one. I'm gonna hit cancel, and for this case we have the same assign, so I did copy paste, but this is function and this one it's not. Okay, so I'm going to set public both of them. I'm going to set public and I'm gonna publish. Okay, so now it's published, and when I started the video, I created a new module, and now I'm gonna get those two actions. So we have function and not function. Let's consume them, and now let's create a screen, just a test screen. Okay, this is no big deal. Also, let's get the sorry, I don't know if this is this is not public. Let's also use this table as public. You can create if you are new here, you can create an entity with these values. Okay, and set as public, and now we can consume here in a new module. Now we have the employee, and also we have the CRUD action that you created. If you didn't see the previous videos, please check them. So let's use the creator update and also the employee. And one shortcut that we can use just to create a form, we can, sorry, we can, let me close this and let me just drag and drop this, the whole table. This is a shortcut in OutSystems. So when we do this, it creates the employee list and the employee detail. Okay, we have the employee list here and also the employee detail. Okay, for this I'm just gonna change something here because we are doing in the production. We don't need this. So the created by, we don't need it too. That we don't need it. Created by, we don't need it. Is active, we don't need this. And we have what we need. Now let's use our action. Okay, let's use our action. This is standard from OutSystems, but we don't need this. Okay, I don't know why this is here. Okay, let me just delete this. Okay, it's because it was because we had on the form those inputs. Okay, so let's see the differences. So if you go here in the logic, we can check what we have consumed for in the server action for the training CS. We can see the employee created or update, and also we have the site properties. Okay, so in this case I'm going to show you the difference. We can drag and drop this, not function, and also we can drag and drop the function. Okay, so in this case nothing is changed, nothing is different from function and not function. We can use them on the path, on the code. Okay, nothing is different here. But let's suppose that I'm going to create here a local variable saying feedback message, and I set an assign here, and I'm gonna map the feedback message. And as we can see, we have both values here. Okay, and you can use them. That's fine. But check this. If you go here in the functions, we can use here built-in function. No, it's not here. Sorry, it's user functions. It's not here. Oh, sorry, I forgot about something. So the functions we cannot use in the client actions in reactive. We need to use them in as a server action. Okay, so if we delete this and we create server action here, and if we set an assign, let's use here, let's just do the same here. This only works on server actions, not client actions in reactive. In traditional, it works in screen action and server actions. But if you go here in the user functions, you see we have more modules that we can use, and we can go inside the CS module, and we can see the side property that we have. So we have get feedback message function, and it doesn't show the other action. the get feedback message not function. It doesn't show. Why? Because this is the function. And here I can set this. So the feedback message is equal to the side property, that is function, this one, and this is not. That's why this doesn't show, but this one shows. That's why. And let me just change this to output parameter in order to have the value when we use this, when we use the action. Okay, so let's get site property value. Okay, we didn't needed to do this, but I just wanted you to show. Okay, okay, so here we can now get the value, get site property value, and we can use the feedback message. Can use the feedback message and say that the message that we're going to show is the feedback message that is in the server action that we created. In this case, we could use just if you wanted to use in here, we could use just the function one, this one. No, not. No, okay, in this case, we could use both of them because we can use in the path. Okay, but as a function, we need to use in a server action. That's why I created that one. But in this case, we can just use this one, function or not function. Okay, in the path. Okay, so if I do this and publish, now it's done. So let me open the employees. Now we are inside the app. We can add an employee. Let's say the name. This is default in the table, if you remember. This is default here in the name, John. That's why. Let's set this to Peter. Peter Amit, I don't know. Age 31. Male. Here let's use this value. Okay, if we hit save, employee created successfully. That's the value that we set here. Employee created successfully. But we can change this. We can change this. Okay. So if I go in my service center, now I'm logging. So we can go here in the factory. Here we have the applications, modules. I'm gonna open the modules. We can search for training. That's my module name. And we have here the CS. It's where we have the site property. Okay, so we are in the module, and now we are here in the tab versions, and we can go to the site properties. So I'm not inside the app and anything, I'm just using the service center. So we can see here we have feedback message, the description, data type, effective value, so the value that you're going to, that is currently being used, and not secret. Okay, so if I open the feedback message, I can change the value. So this is the effective value. I can change it. Okay. So let's change to um, employee is created in DB. So we're going to apply. So now the effective value is the one that we set. And now, if you go to the employees, add employee, and we change this, we set the form. So let's use random values, save. We can see the message is different. So this is the power of site properties, and this is very useful in the projects. Okay, so don't forget. So we have the site property we can use as a function. We can output his value, and we also can change in the service center. We can use also with multi-tenancies as a multi-tenant, which this is going to be another video that is quite useful for multi-tenant projects. As an example, I'm working currently on a multi-tenant project, so I be the one that's going to explain you everything about multi-tenants that you can use in entities, site properties, and many more. Okay, hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next video.